don't think so.
I did turn it off.
And then it'll look really dark and pasty.
Oh, okay.
It adds some color now.
Yeah, it's your color. Anyway, okay.
Oh yeah, it's just you and me.
Yep. Now
You should have seen it, Joey.
Oh well, next time.
Yeah. Now for our review of Limitless, starring Bradley Cooper,
And Abby Cornish.
Abby Cornish again.
Again.
The story is about a slacker who wants to be a
Down and out
writer,
guy.
down and out guy, and he is given a drug that makes him use 100% of his brain. So, interesting concept there to begin with, and
I would like to try it.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Just to see if I have any brain matter left.
And yeah, and, I mean, heck, who wouldn't, right?
Yeah.
So this is like a good star vehicle for Bradley Cooper. I think he did a good job showcasing, and the guy, considering the guy's been around for a while,
Yeah.
he was an alias. He was like a supporting character. I never thought he'd actually
Wait,
transition.
isn't he the bad guy from Alias?
No, he's like the best friend
Okay.
who was in love with her.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. And I would have never thought that this guy would actually transition to like a
I know,
leading man role.
he did pretty well in the past few years. He was very forgettable when he was starting out. Parang,
Yeah.
Okay, extra.
Yeah.
Ganon. But parang lately, he's been pretty good.
And ever since The Hangover,
Yeah.
that's when caught everyone's attention, right?
Yeah.
And maybe to a lesser extent the A-Team, but he was good here. I mean, I wouldn't say like he was tour de force performance, but
But
good
you
enough.
did kind of see his range of his acting, which there's some points where he was funny, and then there was an action scene which was fun.
Yeah, that was a good
I like
action
that
scene.
one.
That was a good action
Yeah.
scene. Very similar to the one in Sherlock Holmes, actually.
I don't remember.
Yeah, because like Sherlock Holmes, like he was like dissecting what his move
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Similar here, although here naman, what's cool about it, bit of a spoiler, since he's able to access all his memories, he can recall certain shows where they have Bruce Lee, and he was like watching some old kung fu instructional videos or something like that, martial arts basically, and he used that to apply, to defend against like five guys. So that was kind of pretty
Cool.
good effect there. It considering the type of movie this is, there was a visual treat, I think. Very visual.
Oh
look,
yeah.
Right.
So again, leave your brain at the door.
Not
Bring your
re-
smokes.
I wouldn't say leave your brain at the
Okay,
door.
bring half your brain.
It was just more like, I think it was like good visual effects that were applied well.
Yeah, they did do some pretty awesome tricks with the camera, where everything was just moving, and for some reason you kind of feel like you're moving with that scene, and it's fun. Except I don't know if you have like vertigo or something.
I think that's what caused my headache. Because I was feeling, I was feeling a headache earlier. Then there's that sequence where you're like you're moving
With it.
with the camera.
Yeah. Just
And-
going
yeah.
on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah, and I saw you. You were like going.
That was fun.
Fine.
That was fun.
Yeah. So there are a lot of he used the director Neil Berger, funny name, just used all these visual effects to make the movie more interesting. In the hands of someone else, it would have been okay, he's smart, and then.
Yeah.
But here, especially there's that one sequence when he just became smarter, where he was like talking to that woman, the wife of the landlord, who and she was very antagonistic, and he completely switched it around her and changed her demeanor. Yeah, that was good. That was a pretty impressive scene there. Although I think my problem with this movie just came down to there was a lot of subplots.
Well, yeah, of course. If you're, if someone actually created that kind of drug or pill or whatever, there's bound to be problems. There's bound to be like people who want it, or stuff like that. So.
Yeah, and I can see what the intent was, but I don't know. I felt like if he kept it more straightforward, like there was that whole murder plot scene, and it was distracting. And for me, it disrupted the flow of the movie. If he had just focused more on like the effects of the drug, what he was doing to better himself as a person, I think that would have been better. The pace would have been better because I felt like it was all over the place.
Yeah, after a while, the first part was really, really good, and then it did get to that part where, okay, what's going on? Why are they talking about this or that? What's going on? We want to learn more about the drug. Is it actually possible?
Well, they say. I mean, it's actually that's an interesting premise because from what I've heard on the internet, a drug like this isn't too far from the truth. It's kind of it has actually
but we also have to be.
consequences.
Yeah, exactly.
And which is of course the cool. Well, actually, when you think about it, at the end of the movie, it's a bit of a spoiler. They were talking about the consequences of taking this drug, but at the end of it, it's like saying, "Hey,
So what?
it's okay.
Yeah.
If it makes you smarter, great, right?"
And he was able to modify the drug eventually. Right?
Yeah, and that was a smart thing, and they didn't do and I have to admit they didn't do the typical
Ending.
the typical climax where he's hiding that the secret is the drug, and then he has to reveal, and he's caught with it and he has to spill the truth to everyone. It didn't work that way,
Yeah.
right?
For me, it was a good movie. It was a fun movie. It's that there's something wrong, but you still rooted for the guy, right? You knew that why doesn't he just stop, while he's ahead, quit while he's ahead, while he's good, he's okay. Pero you just root for him. Parang sige lang, go lang. You need it. Right?
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
if you
exactly.
had that, kind of a drug, I mean, if you could handle the consequences, why
Yeah.
not? I mean, I think we're all people who want to fully utilize our potential, right? I mean, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, De Niro was here, and man, does he look old, man.
I know. I was like, ay, kawawa naman si Lolo. Ang tanda na niya.
And his part was decent. It's
the usual De Niro.
yeah, I mean,
Parang, ano yan? Grumpy old man. But, yeah, but...
it's not but he's not like the De Niro of before. Like last night I watched Heat, and my God, the guy, you see his intensity.
Yeah, dito wala masyado.
No, he's more laid back.
Yeah.
Right.
He's
Maybe.
more of a bit player here. Although he does have a big part in the movie, but it's the character is more parang
At the end, yeah, he's okay. He's okay in the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it works as a good conclusion. His part there. But yeah, fun movie.
Really.
And
it was really fun.
Complete opposite of like Sucker Punch, or check your brain door. Here you do have to like think about it a bit more, right? And it just uses visual effects
Yeah, but
as
it's not
part
like-
of the story.
Yeah, but it's also not like it's not too profound like Inception that you have to overthink things. This one it's a pretty good mix of comedy and suspense and a little bit of drama. You see him like syempre going through stuff, right?
Yeah.
Going through whatever, and yeah, it was
Fairly.
Yeah.
It was a light movie,
Yeah,
right? Wasn't too heavy.
it wasn't too heavy.
And yeah, like you said earlier, it was a bit of a feel-good movie.
Exactly. I felt good. After watching the whole thing, I felt good. I was like, yeah, he did it, It's the American dream.
Yeah,
Drugs.
use 100% of your brain by drugs. Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give this 3.5.
Really?
Yeah, 3.5. Because like I said, I love the concept, and to a certain extent, they did execute it really well. It's just the subplots that I felt were dragging, that destroyed
Yeah.
the pace for me.
Yeah. I give it 4.5.
Wow, 4.5.